Hello everybody. Today we're going to have a look at the chorus of Green Gloves by The National. Now I've written it up here. There are two halves. This is the first half. The second half gets a bit more complicated. So we'll concentrate on the first half for starters. That goes C 4 times, E minor 4 times, G 4 times, and A minor 4 times. Remembering that I'm referring to the shapes of the chords. And we've got our capo on the second fret. So C, E minor, G, and A minor. Cool. Now there's a slightly different picking pattern for each chord, just in terms of where your fingers go. But the order you're plucking the strings in is always the same. So we'll start with the C, for example. When we're playing the C, we have our thumb on the A string, we have our index finger on the B string, and we have our middle finger on the E string, and we're going A, B, E, B, like that. So like I said, we have 4 C's, so that means 4 times through that cycle of A, B, E, B, like that. So playing C 4 times will sound like this. To the E minor. So when we're playing the E minor, we're plucking the E string and the G and the B strings. So E with the thumb, G with the index, B with the middle finger. And our picking pattern is E, G, B, G. So we do 4 of those. Okay, so we've gone from C, plucking A, B and E. Plucking E, G and B. Now we stick with the same picking pattern for the G chord, so we're plucking the E string, G string and B string, E, G, B, G, G, B, G, 4 times. And then when we move to the A minor, we put our thumb onto the A string, index and middle fingers stay on the G and B strings. We'll be plucking A, G, B, G, A, G, B, G, A, G, B, G, G, B, G, like that. Okay, so C chord, plucking A, B and B. E minor chord, plucking E, G and B. G chord, plucking E, G and B. And A minor, plucking A, Okay, so if we run it all together, it'll sound like this. Okay, I'll play that one more time for practice sake. Count us in with a 1, 2, 3, 4. Come to our E minor. After that we can have a G. Okay, and the next one's going to be an A minor. What happens next is we run through exactly the same pattern, except when we strike that A minor we're only going to do it 3 times, and we have a different section which finishes. Okay, so the C still happens 4 times, E minor still happens 4 times, G still happens 4 times, then we play this A minor 3 times, and we have a little outro which I'll play through just so you can sort of hear it. So starting from those 3 A minors, 1, 2, 3, then we have a little run down like that, a new chord here, and a little run down, and a new chord there, and after Cool, so I'll play that again, a little bit faster just so you can hear how it sounds. With a one, so starting with those three A minors, 2, 3, 4. So that's what we're building up to, the finished product. So here we have A minor 3 times, and what I've written here is just bong bong to indicate that that's what's happening. We then have the chord of F 3 times, and bong bong, and then E minor 7 4 times. Okay, so let's start by doing those 3 A minors and then the bong bong which follows. Okay, so after doing this A minor 3 times, 3, we are then playing the A string all by itself. Bong. And then I use my little finger, you can use another finger if you like, and I go onto the 3rd fret on the E string, and I just hit that string. So we've got the A minor 3 times, 3, they're playing just the A string, and then the E string on the 3rd fret. Okay, so it should sound like this all together. After that we're going to change chords, but I think it's worth practicing that a couple of times. So we'll do it nice and slow. 3 A minors, then a bong bong. About the speed. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, and bong bong. Sweet. We'll do that just one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the next thing we do is we play an F chord. Now in this particular case it doesn't matter if you're going to flatten that finger or not, because we're not going to be playing the bottom string. So I just have my fingers like this, index finger on the 1st fret, middle finger on the 2nd fret, G string, ring finger on the 3rd fret, D string, and those are the 3 strings that we're playing. So D, G, D, G, that's our picking pattern. Thumb on the D string, index finger on the G string, middle finger on the B string, and we're going D, G, times, and then we're going to do another bong, bong, which I'll show you in a second. So remember we're coming from the A minor, which we play 3 times, 3, and then follow with a bong, 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 and then here's our F, 2, 3. Okay, what we're going to do now is go, okay, so this is just playing, we've just finished playing an F chord. We're then going to hit the D string with our finger still there. That's our first bong. Then what we do is we lift up this middle finger onto the 2nd fret. Take away your ring finger. So now you've got your middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. And that's your 2nd bong. So from this F chord, bong, finger shift, bong, like that. 3rd fret, 2nd fret, both on D string. So that whole run goes 3 of these Fs, D, G, B, G, D, G, B, G, D, G, B, G, then bong, bong, just like that. Okay, so let's run that from the A minor, bong, bong, through that F, bong, bong, just a couple of times for practice sake. Okay, so we'll do it nice and slow, starting from the A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. If 2 times through isn't enough, just feel free to rewind the video and practice that until you're comfy with it. But for now I'm going to push on. So we've just gone bong, bong. You see we have our index finger on the 1st fret B string, middle finger on the 2nd fret D string. we're just going to drop that middle finger down onto the G. And we're still going to pluck the same 3 strings we were playing before, so that's D, G, B, and G. And this is the very end of the chorus now, just consists of 4 rounds of that plucking pattern, so D, G, B, G, 3, 4, and a strum to finish us off. Okay, so remember we've come from this A minor, we go bong, bong, then we have the F, bong, bong, and here we have this E minor 7, 3, 4, and that's pretty much the whole thing. So let's run that ending again from the A minor. 3 of these, then a bong, bong, there's our F, bong, bong, and then we're dropping this finger down a string onto the G string, still picking D, G, B and G, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I'm going to do that through nice and slow 2 times for practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor. 2, 3, got the bongs coming up. And F. Bongs coming up out of this one. And E minor 7. 2, do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that we've been playing there is just going from this A minor here, and that takes us to the end of the chorus. So the final mission for us today is just to play the whole chorus. So remember that first half, it was 4 C's, 4 E minors, 4 G's, 4 A minors. Okay, and the second half of the chorus goes 4 C's, 4 E minors, 4 G's, only 3 A minors, and then we're into this run we've just been practicing. Bong, bong, 3 of F, bong, bong, 4 of E minor 7, and a strum to finish. Okay, so I'm just going to do a very slow run through of that entire thing, first half of the chorus and second half. Okay, we'll be going about that speed. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Here comes your E minor. 2, 3. Next one's a G. Go. 3, 4. Coming up on the A minor. So 4 of these. And we're going to be into the second half, starting from the C again. 4, and here's your C. Not a very pretty C, sorry. 3, 4, and next one's E minor. 2, 3, 4. Okay, after that is a G. 2, 3, 4. And here comes just 3 A minors. 2, 3, after which a couple of bongs. Bong, bong, and F. 2, after the third one, 3, a couple of bongs. And E minor 7. 2, 3, 4, and a strum. Cool. So don't worry if you didn't get that perfect first time. Feel free to rewind the video and try again as many times as you like. Having learned that chorus, there's pretty much no more new bits to learn in the song. So if you try and practice getting your chorus up to speed, and also remember to work on your first bits, next week we can have a look at putting the whole thing together. Alright, happy strumming, and I'll see you next week.